Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, remakes of the original Pokemon games released in 1996 being Red, Green along with Blue, are rumored and speculated to be announced as ports on Pokemon Day, February 27th. This year marks 30 years for the franchise that revolutionized monster taming and introduced us to the Kanto region, the first region that a lot of Pokemon fans, as well as myself, had the reins to explore, which is why the leaks of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green coming to ports is a major deal, being that they embody everything from the first generation games and improve quality of life, with features such as the daycare and hatching eggs being available in those games. If we could get these games on the eShop separate from Nintendo Online, along with the events such as Mew and Deoxys, it's going to be a fantastic Pokemon Day. Like, if we could connect with a Pokemon home as well as trade and battle online, then we are in for a treat on the 27th. Now, I know that a lot of fans are tired and annoyed with the Kanto region in Generation 1, but to be honest, Pokemon Company still owes us a true 3D remake for its original region. We did get Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but those games were far from the traditional formula of the mainline games. Now, Let's Go and Eevee drew features from Pokemon Go and was basically a rendition of Pokemon Company's previously released title, Pokemon Yellow. So to say Kanto needs or deserves its own traditional remake or original title in the 3D Switch era is not a stretch, though very unlikely anytime soon. Also, I'm no way a fan of Pokemon BDSP, but I do believe BDSP is underrated and overhated. When you look at it, it's kind of like an upgrade of the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Like, I haven't played it, maybe I need to play it to see what people don't like. But I feel like if they would have swapped BDSP with a Platinum remake, then the fans would have received it better. But here's the deal. If they make a Fire Red and Leaf Green remake with just improved features and, character customization is big for me. So if they were to do that, I wouldn't be mad. Actually, I would be for it. But to even get the original Fire Red and Leaf Green on the eShop would be amazing. My first ever shiny Pokemon was a Tentacool that I found playing Pokemon Leaf Green many years ago, and a lot of fans also have nostalgic attachments to these games, being that they represent the first and original generation of Pokemon, so making them available for the 30th anniversary would be perfect, and it would really set the tone for Pokemon Day if we were also to get Generation 10 announcements, because if so, this could be one of the most exciting Pokemon days in a while, leaving us with so much to speculate and discuss. Not to mention that an authentic physical copy of Fire Red and Leaf Green in 2026 averages around $100 on the secondhand market, so this move would be a bit of a power restoration for the Pokemon Company. Also, this is big for shiny hunters, being that some shiny hunters feel as if shiny Pokemon are no longer as rare, since the shiny odds were cut from 1 in 8,192 to 1 in 4,096 starting with Pokemon X and Y. So we'll be able to go back and hunt at the original full odds, making the shinies feel much more rewarding for the player. Now, the list of obtainable shiny legendaries in Fire Red and Leaf Green is pretty power packed, starting with the legendary birds Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, as well as Mewtwo. One of the 3 legendary dogs will be able to be encountered after you defeat the Elite Four, and the starter Pokemon you chose will depict which legendary dog is accessible, and if we're able to access the special events and mystery gifts, we would be able to hunt Mew as well as Deoxys, with the possibility of being able to transfer these Pokemon into home, y'all. And for those who are annoyed with the Generation 1 and Kanto region, understand that there's so many new Pokemon fans that came along after Generation 1 and didn't get to play a true Gen 1 mainline game, with Let's Go being excluded because it wasn't the traditional formula. Some fans didn't start playing until the 3DS or Switch era, so because the Pokemon Company gains new fans every year, it makes sense to revisit the birth of Pokemon, which revolved around the Kanto region and Ash's original adventures with Pikachu. One of the reasons behind all of this commotion of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green returning is that recently Riddler Cool, who has been a notable source for upcoming Pokemon related information, tweeted a photo of Fire Red and Leaf Green saying that they will be returning soon. And if you know Cool, usually with his leaks and information he takes a very subliminal approach, but in this tweet he blatantly says that they will be returning and when Ku speaks, it usually stirs up some controversy, so we're expecting some news based around Fire Red and Leaf Green or the Kanto region in general. As I stated, I would love a reimagined Kanto, including Gen 9 Pokemon and adding some of the newer Mega Evolutions with a wider Pokedex, as well as I would love to see OG Fire Red and Leaf Green on the eShop. I would like to know some of your thoughts and opinions on Pokemon Day. Would you like to see Fire Red and Leaf Green port or remake or individual release? And what are you looking forward to regarding Generation 10, whether it be starters or game titles? Let us know what you're most excited about, and until next time, y'all, peace.